evening. Thank you for joining us for the Mountain View High School Class of 2023 Commencement Ceremony. Please rise, graduates and families, as we honor our nation with the playing of the national anthem performed by the talented students of the Mountain View High School bands and orchestras. Thank you to our fantastic Mountain View Choir. Please be seated. My name is Delia McCraley, principal of Mountain View High School, and it is my pleasure to offer a warm welcome to our families, friends, and faculty here tonight as we celebrate the remarkable class of 2023. I am honored to introduce our guests who are seated on the stage this evening. Governing Board President, Dr. Maribel Lopez, Governing Board members, Mr. Tom Carlson, Ms. Catherine McCronis, and Superintendent of the Marana Unified School District, Dr. Dan Streeter, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Carolyn Dumler, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Mark Gologowski, Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Kristen Reedy, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Dan Contorno, Executive Director of State and Federal Programs, Ms. Denise Lencelata. I would now like to recognize the Mountain View Administrative Team. Associate Principal of Educational Services, Mrs. Laura Gologowski. Associate Principal of Student Services, Mrs. Robin Meese. And Associate Principal of Operations and Athletic Director, Mr. David Romero. Thank you. We offer our thanks to all these individuals for their support of our students. I also want to extend a sincere thank you to all the Mountain View staff that worked tirelessly to make this ceremony a reality. Specifically, Mr. Ramon Lopez, Mr. Pablo Lozoya, Ms. Pat LaPeruta, Ms. Kimberly DeSantis, Ms. Cheryl Prosser, Ms. Carrie Hasse, Ms. Jessica Manson, and Ms. Cecil Reyes. Thank you. On behalf of our graduates, I would also like to offer a message of gratitude to all their current and former teachers, many of whom are joining us tonight, as well as a heartfelt thank you to our parents and families. We are so appreciative of the ongoing support and the commitment you have shown to our school by supporting not only your graduate, but the entire class of 2023. Tonight, we have the opportunity to hear from four very talented members of the senior class. Our first speaker this evening is our student body president, Logan Hermanstoffer.
Thank you, Ms. McCraley. Good evening. My name is Logan Hermanstoffer, and I have been this year's student body president, and it is my honor to speak to you all tonight. Thank you, friends, family, faculty, and the future alumni of Mountain View High School for being here tonight. We always love the last day of school. The final bell rings, we watch friends run out the door, but this year has been different. We've been enjoying senior sunsets and prom, watching events we have waited our whole life for to only exist as memories. I used to love the last days because I knew we'd all see each other again. Same time, same place, same people. But now it's our last day, and this time we won't be coming back. These past 4 years have been an adventure to say the least. After facing challenges that nobody could prepare us for, we are here tonight to celebrate a great achievement. Each and every one of us has grown and changed so much. If you don't think you've changed, just remember back to when we were all making wishes at 11:11 and thought we would look smoking hot with the dog filter on. Yeah, we've changed a lot. But we've made it here, and we will all be crossing the stage and entering the next chapter of our lives. This past year, I took economics just like many of you here, and one of the first things I learned was that time, like everything else, is scarce. There are only so many hours in a day, days in a week, and weeks in a year. You have to decide at every moment how you're going to best utilize your limited time. Live every moment to the fullest. Plans change, friends change, family changes. I want each and every one of you to leave the stage tonight with the goal to enjoy every experience that comes your way and to not be afraid of anything. Live your life to the fullest. Enjoy even the small and normal moments, because sometimes you'll know when it's the last time, and sometimes you won't. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Riley Knudsen, the 2023 salutatorian.
So I would like to start by saying thank you to some, I would like to start by saying thank you to some people. So thanks to my parents, my teachers, Richard Russick, Sal Kahn, Neil Campbell for writing Campbell's Biology, and also LibGen. Thank you, LibGen. And just a disclaimer also, the people in my line class already know how bad I am at giving speeches, so my apologies in advance. So here we go. When I was writing this speech, I thought I knew exactly what I was going to say. I was going to start with the remark that despite the fact that I really am 18, I'm pretty sure I still look like I'm 16, which is actually not false, although although it certainly is an improvement from looking like I was 14, as my friends assured me junior year. Then I was going to read off one of Paul Graham's speeches titled What You Wish You'd Known, which I thought since junior encapsulated the full high school picture and was the best advice for this graduating class. It was this idyllic speech advice that I thought I'd give, cemented in my mind to be the perfect farewell. And it starts like this. When I said I was speaking to high school, my friends were curious. What would you say to high school students? So I asked them, what do you wish someone had told you in high school? And their answer was remarkably similar. So I'm going to tell you what we all wish someone had told us. I'll start by telling you something you don't have to know in high school, what you want to do with your life. People always ask you this, so you think you're supposed to have an answer. But adults ask this mainly as a conversation starter. They want to know what sort of person you are, and this question is just to get you talking. They ask it the way you might poke a hermit crab in a tide pool to see what it does. If I were back in high school and someone asked me about my plans, I'd say that my first priority was to learn what the options were. You don't need to be in a rush to choose your life's work. What you need to do is discover what you like, because you have to work on stuff you like if you want to be good at what you do. But that was the point when I stopped reading, and I realized I was never going to give that speech verbatim. I was only going to give a fifth of it verbatim. Because while I think this advice is valuable, I can't say it's timeless. The thing I realized was that, looking back on high school, the only thing I'm truly certain on in this life besides death is uncertainty, is change. And I'm aware this might be a little bit overly dramatic, but for death, to quote Steve Jobs, Death is life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the single most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important to us. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. And change is what makes us form new identities, life passions and excitements, new hopes, new friends, and dream new dreams. Change is the reason I stand here right now, and the reason you're here tonight is the person you become. The thing I realized when I was trying to write this ultimate farewell is that there really isn't one. I'm pretty sure we all had some concrete idea of this world 1 or 2 years ago, but look back on that now. Think of that person you were in the start. Think of that person you were. Think of the world you saw in the stars. Kind of idyllic, I know, but think of that person you were 2 years ago, 2 months ago, even 2 weeks before this. Have you changed? Because I know I have, and I'm guessing you have too. I think the truth, as all of you already know, is that all of us are going to change, probably in ways we never thought we would. But while it means we are leaving behind a chapter of our lives, it also means we're beginning a new one. And I think whatever changes is the joy of life, the thrill of chasing your dreams, and of finding purpose. The stars themselves will always be there. So, of all the advice I thought I'd give, of all the things I want to tell you, what I wish for myself and of our class of 2023 is to never lose those joys, those thrills, and to never stop dreaming. Thank you.
Thank you, Riley. Good evening, class of 2023, families. The excitement of meeting new people, making new friends, having relationships, and most importantly, learning who we want to become. Now after tonight, we all go our separate ways, take new paths, and follow our dreams. This year has been mentally challenging for me. I'm not going to lie. The best way to describe it is a roller coaster. It's constantly going up and down. You start to recognize that all your firsts become your last, that there's this stress of where to go after this special night, whether it is college or not. Also knowing that the people we've grown up with and see every day turn into seeing them every few years. But we made it through this crazy roller coaster. As we leave here tonight, I hope that you take the chance that you may be afraid of doom. I hope that you take pride in what you will accomplish in life. I hope that you lead with love. I hope your kindness makes a mark on this world because it can be so cruel sometimes. I hope that no matter how challenging it may get for you, you never give up. You matter. Always remember that. I am so proud to be your senior class president. The memories that this class has made is truly something to cherish. From winning the Spirit Stick all year long, having our senior prom at the zoo, lastly coming together at senior sunset with the crazy weather. Thank you so much for lifelong memories. I hope you cherish them as much as I will. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our 2023 valedictorian, Rachel Pixley.
Thank you. During our time here, we've had the opportunity to live unique stories and learn from them. In my first year at Mountain View, I had a sports accident. I was on the tennis team at the time, and one fateful day at practice, I was watching a match, and I walked into a pole. I don't remember hitting the pole or the ground, but I do remember waking up on the floor in front of the principal. What did I learn from this experience? Well, to make me feel better, Mr. Ehrlich told me a very embarrassing story from when he was in high school. Unfortunately, I had a concussion, so I don't remember any of it. Anyway, what I took away was that it's important to look where you're going. Seriously, if you don't pay attention, you might not end up where you want to be. Take a look at the people in your life whom you consider wise or successful. As Americans, the people we most respect and admire are the ones who, under all kinds of circumstances, orient themselves towards their goals and work hard to see what they could do and learn. Helen Keller, Albert Einstein, the Wright brothers, each one made history because they concentrated on their dreams throughout constant setbacks. Everyone graduating today knows from experience how crucial that commitment can be. The COVID pandemic was like a soup sandwich, messy and confusing. The nature of school changed completely. We lost our support network. Nothing felt real. And suddenly, it was all up to us. In order to make it through, our class had to keep our goals in mind. We are here today because we chose to take responsibility for our future. Our class knows how to overcome adversity in order to learn. All we need to go far after today is to take that mindful perseverance to school, work, our relationships, to make intentional choices. Keep looking where you're going, and you'll get there. Sometimes life hits us like a pole in the face. Then, in the words of Theodore Roosevelt, we have to do what we can with what we have, where we are. The class of 2023 has already shown the world we can do that. Going forward, we will continue to set goals, stay focused, and succeed. Let's knock ourselves out.
Thank you, speakers. I would now like to address the class of 2023. As we gather here tonight to celebrate you and your graduation, I want us to consider the scrapbook theme of our 2023 yearbook, along with the title, Deja Vu. It's a play on words of the well-known deja vu, meaning seen before. Deja vu, or in your case, deja vu, is typically described as an overwhelming sensation that you have been here before and that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Graduates, in this moment, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And while no student sitting before me on this field has lived the same experience, we are all connected through a combination of memories which have been made over our time together. You will be surprised how often you will look back on all your experiences from high school with pride, maybe relief, but most certainly satisfaction. And my hope for you is that those memories bring you confidence and assurance when facing new situations. Deja vu is the promise that you will always have a home here at Mountain View, and the belief that you are fully capable of climbing any mountain. On behalf of the staff and administration of Mountain View High School, I would like to congratulate the graduates of the class of 2023. Tonight, as we begin to announce our graduates, I ask that we give each individual the honor they deserve and cheer respectfully as each name is read. When the ceremony is over, I invite you down to the field to visit and celebrate with the graduates. The students' names will be read by members of the Mountain View staff selected by the class of 2023. At this time, we ask our families, guests, and faculty to join us in formally acknowledging that the Mountain View High School students who sit before you have met all the requirements set by the Marana Unified School District to participate in this ceremony. It is my privilege now to invite the seniors to come forward to accept all of the honors which they have earned as graduates. Thank you. We will begin by reading the names of the Mountain View class of 2023 top 10 students read by Mr. David Klass, followed by the names of the class of 2023 read by Mr. Steve Lockowitz, Mr. Gregory Sears, Mrs. Dina Silver, and Miss Michaela Suba. Here we go.
Our valedictorian, Rachel Marine Pixley. Our salutatorian, Riley Andrew Knutson. Cade Whitney Ashby. Cassandra Renee Strader. Miranda Weekly. Rachel Catherine Johnson. L. Ada Samoji. Wyatt Jackson Gibbons. Annabelle Catherine Goot. Lyndon Paige Ackerman.
Gael Acuna Vasquez. Ariana Michelle Aguilar Lara. Evelyn Danielle Alcantar. Maxwell Cole Alexander. Elijah J. Anderson. Mason Shane Angelo.
Hayes Brody Armstrong.
Kylie Lynn Armstrong.
Amori Carlos Arriaga.
Silas Miguel Arvizu.
Andre Davion Robert Askew.
Gael Atondo.
Clarissa Analine Aviles.
Helen Bahi. Gracia Leva Baldenebro.
Madison Ryan Barney.
Natalia Sienna Barrera. Angela Naomi Barrios. Danielle Monique Barton. Elizabeth Ella Marie Bauman. Lonnie Jordan Beatty. Adriana Rain Becerra. Garrett Paul Beam. Naya Tribe Lion Belcastro. Madison Elizabeth Catherine Bell. Justin Gage Bemis. Khalil Benhaj Abdallah. Thomas Alexander Benzi. Mira Lynn Berger.
Matthew Allen Bertrand.
Jack Paul Allen Blumenthal. Zachary Cullen Bonta. Tariq Devion Booker. Michael Anthony Borquez. Christian Alexander Bowden. Elena Grace Bradenkamp.
Preston Christopher Bryn. Kimberly Lynn Brock. Nicholas Andrew Brown. Quinn Stone Brown. Riley Ray Lynn Brownlow Spires. Jaden Kane Buchanan. Tweet Bowie. Kayla Gabby Barola. Kayla Christine Callejas. Alexander Ursulo Luis Camero. Lizette Ilian Campos. William David Campos. Ella Renee Cano. Bryn Orion Carlisle. Kaylee Ray Carlson. Dominic Tyson Kosholi. Phoenix Ian Castro. Olivia Christine Castro Barrowman. Drake Robert Chadwick. Ethan Scott Chamberlain. Alexander Kyle Shumley.
Dante Valentino Siaco.
Christopher Raymond Collins.
Emma Angel Collins.
Cadence Emily Coloma. Leone Bell Connolly. Isabella Jolie Constantino. Nicholas Isaiah Contreras. Gabrielle Isabel Corona Goss. Monique Anai Coda. Tatum River Colomb. Lucas John Maestas. Teppo Maximus Crawford.
Carly Jill Crook.
Mariah Charlize Cruz. Andrea Anissa Cunez.
Liam Gregory Check. Shamar Ian Dalton. Robert Carl Daly. Ann Dong. V. Chi Dow.
Aiden Taylor Davis.
Brendan Patrick Davis. Nicole De La Llosa. Caden Paul DiRollo.
Gregory.
Alexander.
DeLeone.
Emma Yacenda Delgado. Sydney Marie Dial.
Sierra Lynn Dixon.
Ranelle Maria Dimmick.
Kayla Mackenzie Ditch. Hayden Ray Downick. Cassidy Marie Dowden. Kaylin Elizabeth Duchesne. Brooklyn Elise Dyer. Nicholas Iman Nkove. Diego Renee Ellis. Alicia. Kendall Antoinette Ellis.
Jamenia Abilene Enriquez.
Amber Marie Elderly.
Alexandra Esquivel.
Aubrey Nicole Ivano. Skylar Gray Fairbrow. Joshua Howard Lee Ferguson.
Mariano Fernandez Oro.
Isaiah James Fimbres. Emma Danielle Flax. Alejandro Flores. Christian Reed Flores. Riddick Maximus Flores. Alexander Scott Frazier. Matthew Charles Friedley.
Nathan Christopher Fritz. Nicholas Lewis Fritz. Alexis Brianna Fudge. Alexandria Rose Fullen. Joel Jameson Furr. John Arnold Furr. Isabella Rose Teresa Benedicta Gaines. Elizabeth Garcia. Nicole Christine Garcia. Richard Raymond Garcia. Roman Angel Garcia. Talon Aramis Goldcool. Chloe Allison Galahar. Eliana Esme Gonzalez. Luis Angel Gonzalez. Annika Joy Gooding. Josephine Paige Greiner. Maria Maritza Guillen.
Chris T. Smith Guntram Navarro.
Kelila Ruby Gutierrez.
Riley Marie Hack.
Jillian Catherine Hammett.
James Mickey Hancock. Josiah James Oliver Hanna.
Kyle Brenton Harleen.
Caitlin Marie Harrell.
Brevin Scott Harris. Ryan Thomas Hartman. Jordan Cheyenne Haver. Samuel Coleman Hay.
Logan Adele Hermanstoffer. Preston Jonathan Hermanstoffer.
Alyssa Jasmine Hernandez. Giselle Lisette Hernandez. Lynette Michelle Hernandez.
Ashley Lynn Herring. Samuel Brian Higgs. Riley Alexis Hilgart. Kelvin Gia Wong. Hayden Reed Hudacek. Elizabeth Laura Imes. Jacob Joseph Irvin. Haley Marie Jacob. Landon Preston Jacobson Roman.
Shaylin Alexa Jamie Holzer.
Hayden Ty James. Daniela Jara.
Kyla Marie Jimenez. Claire Marie Jerovic.
Dylan Stephen Johnson. Ileana Aaron Johnston.
Nicole Madeline Gracia Jones.
Isabel Jordan.
McKenna Grace Carlick.
Mohammed Mar Katiba. Emma Marie Kelly. Nadine Alyssa Kennedy. Eris Tegan Kernagan. Sabrina Patience Kingman. Skylar Michael Knight. Nick Ivan Kornacki. Alyssa Renee Crone. Dallas Gage Crow.
Taylor Rain Laria.
Rihanna Faith Lee. Peyton Marie Leisure.
Caitlin Alexis Leone.
Isaac Alexander Leone. Abigail Marie Lincoln. Ariana Alyssa Lind. David H. Lizaraga Rivas. Hector F. Lizaraga Rivas. Chloe Ann Matilda Lockowitz.
Amy Marie Lopez.
Isabella Juliet Loradich. Cameron John MacArthur.
Katie Elizabeth Madsen.
Elijah Matthew Magnus. Caleb James Mainwaring. Aiden Major McIntosh. Berlin Page Manor.
Hallie Macarno.
David Eduardo Marroquin.
Talia Ann Martin. David Armando Martinez. Emmanuel Alessandro Martinez. Joshua Martinez. Sofia Elsa Martinez. Valera Martinez Guzman. Victoria Athelia Martinez. Sydney Jane Mason. Daniel Brett McClure. Charles Rory McNellis. Emmanuel Antonio Medina. Hema Giselle Medina. Ravienne Caroline Melendez. How is it, Raven? Aliyah Renee Meras. Gilbert Adriel Merlos. Xander Kelakalai, Merriman Stringfield. James Robert Don Meza. Jax Ian Miller. Daniel Alessandro Miranda. Derek Miranda. Riley Gale Myros. Sean Mitchell. Sophie Nicole Pauline Marina Molteni.
Kiana Ileana Montano.
Emily Shiloh Mooney.
Jaime Elijah Moreno.
Hayden Christopher Thomas Morris.
Ella Claire Morrison. Jocelyn Alice Mullen. Jean-Paul Murillo. Natalie Nicole Murillo.
Keem Alfayed Alawi Musa.
Ladane Thomas Nallwood.
Kylie Rosemary Marie Newberry.
Chow Tin Hoi Wen. Adrian Julian Noriega. Rome Alexander Northington. Matea Shea O'Haver. Colby Emmett O'Neill. Isabel Ruiz Orchakowski. Alexis Eliosa Ott. Jesus Rene Paradini. Nadine Bracel Paredes. Marek Pierce Parker. Luke Byron Parks. Jasmine. Jasmine Marisol Parrish. Travis Ray Patterson. Vincent Charles Powalczyk.
Gerardo Palau.
Kevin Ricardo Perez Perez. Love you. Haley Michelle Perry. Dylan Nicole Pogue.
Taven Jeffrey Ponder.
Chancey Don Poole. Warren McCray Post.
Tristan Anthony Lee Porter. Quentin Cameron Pridgett. Jaira Tamia Elvie Pruitt.
Emily Virginia Poland.
Elijah Connor Ramirez. Isaiah Matthew Ramirez Gutierrez. Hallie Christine Reese. Isabel Maria Renteria Rich. Jenna and Marie Reynolds.
Ashley Lorraine Rohde.
Kate Elizabeth Richardson. Ariana Yisela Rivas. Aliciana Bree Cruz Rivera. Aaron Joshua Rivera. Adair Rivera. Alejandro Frederico G. Rivera. Diego Rogelio Rivera. Rebecca Rivera.
Brett Paul Roberts.
Sophia Chanel Roberts. Lydia Grace Robertson. Chloe Emma Raquel. Edgar Salvador Rodriguez. Alea Monique Rodriguez Laz. Nathan David Rogers.
Joshua Michael Roman Jr.
Kayla Lane Romero.
Reina Marie Romero. Brett Matthew Rude. Samantha Paulina Rosales. Nathaniel Alexander Roth. Mia Sienna Rubio. Yasmin Elena Rubio. Elijah DeJay Russell. Mia Isabel Salas. Elijah Salcida Bracamonte. Araceli Renee Saldago. Alexis Renee Sanchez. Gabriela Brianna Sandoval. Angelina Gabrielle Santiago. Brandon Stephen James Saunders. Megan Diana Schmidt. Cody Kenneth Schuneman. Stephen Anthony Scott.
Nicholas Gregory Sorensa.
Vincent Alexander Sereno.
Samuel Eugene Sheely.
Julia Lynn Shepard. James Demetrius Sikotis.
Aisa Inez Silva.
Sydney Marianne Scarrett. Jacob Elijah Smith. Alexandra Grace Snell.
Ray Allen Soper. Erilyn Yazi Sosa. Joseph Donald Spees. Kira Luis Spahn. Draven Nikolai Stafford. Emily Michelle Standridge. Logan Stevens. Aubrianne Isabel Bubel Stokes. Caden Michael Streeter. Isabella Soleil Stroh. Kayla Marie Stroman.
Madison Ann Stutzman.
Mason Jean Swink. Trevor Alexander Tackett.
Emma May Taggart.
Ayana Jacqueline Taylor. Hector Isaias Teo. Ethan Angelo Testa. Anaya Talicia Tomatis. Josephine Aurora Tisdale. Lorena Corelli Torres. Philip Christian Torres Jr. Kyler Lee Townsend. Dylan Mintry Tran.
Ariana Jinx Faith Trewick.
Jaden Sky Truslow.
Cole Ryder Sinigine.
Haley Joe Tyson.
Ariana Sihari Uribe Martinez.
Katia Daniela Valdez Osuna. Annie Sofia Valdez Durazo. Lucas Johan Valencia. Levi Antonio Valle. Isabella Janae Vasquez.
Evelyn Jaylin Vasquez.
Zane Benjamin Vasquez. Anthony David Vega. Rodolfo Isaiah Vega. Nicholas Velarde Medrano. Nicholas Andres Velasco Zamora. Anson Christopher Vera. Mariana Villa Romano. Benjamin Pena Walk. Caleb James Walker. Deborah Renee Wallace. Haley Savannah Walsh. Aiden Joshua Ward. Kennedy May Ward. Britton Julia Ward. Jonathan Chavez Watts. Abram Lee Weekland.
Jasmine Gabriella Webster. Megan Marie Weir. Bailey Rose Wheatycamp. Skylar Devin Wellborn. Delaney Addison Whaley. Ariana Jolie White. Sylvia Veronica Rose Whitehall. Braden Matthew Williams.
Megan Lynn Wolfel.
Mateo Gregory Ibarra. Dayin Yoon. Kyle Cooper Young. Armando Coraleo Zabaleta.
Thank you, thank you. Diplomas will now be distributed by our teachers on the field. Students, please enjoy some artwork in each of your folders from MUSD students to you. In closing, congratulations to each of the unique members of the class of 2023. Thank you for growing with me and encouraging each other along the way. Mountain View strives to be our very best, and with the support of our Mount Lion community, we are. Mountain View class of 2023, please stand. Mountain View High School community, I present the graduating class of 2023. Woo! Parents, guests, and family, you are welcome to join us on the field.